Just thought of the most gangster idea for a walkthrough series that I'm going to be starting soon. I'm not going to say anything else. I want it to be a surprise, but if you guys were in my stream yesterday, was it yesterday? If you guys were in the last stream that I did, I hinted at something, but this is way better than what I hinted at. So get ready for that. But I really, I honestly just got on Wiz, and I have nothing to do. So I decided I'm going to do a vlog today. To be honest, there's like a million things I could talk about in this video. Let's just go to my bank of ideas, my phone vault. I have I've said this before, but I have like a notepad on my phone. I highly recommend you guys do this. The other thing I have is if I flip around my camera, you guys can also see that on my wall up here, I got a lot of stuff that I've written down. I don't want to reveal too much, but I guess probably the most practical piece of advice I can give you in this video is make something that you can write your ideas down on, because I'll be in my bed at night, right? And I'll be thinking, and because I always overthink stuff before I go to bed, so I can't fall asleep. But I'll have these super gangster ideas. Okay, I guess I'm saying gangster. I'll have these super good ideas, and then I instantly get out of bed, go grab my marker and write it down on the whiteboard, and then it's there when I wake up. That's probably the best piece of advice I could give you. And if you don't want to put up 2 giant whiteboards on your wall, that's fine. Just put it on your phone. Just make a notepad on your phone, and just I just leave my phone by my bed at night. And I know it's probably not a good thing for going to sleep. I know your parents might not agree with me on it, but if you have a really good idea, who cares about sleep? It's definitely more important. Alright, take 2. Gonna leave that bit in at the beginning about writing your ideas down because I think that was good. But I was gonna make an entire video on this, but I'll just say it right now. Best way to make a better video, record it twice. Or you know what, record it 3 times if you have to. Obviously doing cut videos like this helps because you can sort of splice stuff together, but if you guys are recording a video and you can record it twice, obviously if you're doing a Let's Play or whatever, you can't do that. But best piece of advice for videos like this, do it twice. Your message will be so much better the second time. So as I was recording this the first time, I realized this at the end. I want to start this off by saying that if you guys are interested in living a very normal life and just, super comfortable, getting a job, living life, doing well, this video is honestly probably not going to be super helpful to you. I mean, I still think it would be, but I'm just going to put that out there because I think some people might not find this as useful. But what I'm talking about here is thinking long term. And when I say thinking long term, I'm talking literally 5 or 10 years. If I'm 17 right now, I'm talking about thinking what life is going to be like when you're 27. As I said, if you're a normal person, you can go day by day and life will probably turn out fine. But if you're like me and you want to have a big impact in the world, not only is that impact not going to happen overnight, but the world is going to be a completely different place by the time you actually make something happen. I cannot even tell you guys. This is something I have to remind myself every day. Say I wanted to start some sort of business, right? Whatever it is. It's gonna take me a couple of years to even get that started. If I am successful, by the time it's actually running, I'm gonna be in my mid-20s. And if you guys know anything about the world, in the next 7 years, things are gonna look a lot different. Amazon is gonna own pretty much everything. That's a reality that I hope changes. I hope that isn't the case. But right now, it's looking like Amazon's gonna own everything. So that's something you gotta take into account. For example, if you guys wanna start a clothing brand right now, if you wanna do it for fun, if you wanna do I don't know, a one-time thing, I support that. That's cool. I support any sort of entrepreneurship endeavors, but it's kind of funny to me how many people are starting clothing brands right now. And I'll be honest, I thought about doing one too because I think it'd just be cool in general, but Amazon's gonna own everything except for a few designer brands that are super well known. That's just one example, but those are just realities that I don't think people take into account enough, and I'm guilty of this too. This is really why I'm making this video, to remind myself of this. But aside from writing your ideas down on a whiteboard, my takeaway from this video is as you're doing your day-to-day stuff, and as you're going, day by day, week by week, whatever, as often as you can, take a step back and be okay, what am I really doing here? What am I really doing with my life? And where am I really headed? Again, the whiteboard thing, map out your life. That's my greatest piece of advice right there, is really map it out. Because once you map it out, first of all, the greatest thing is it gets so much easier. Because when you have this broader goal, day-to-day life becomes so easy. If you're thinking 10 years ahead, what happens to you one day to the next seems so irrelevant. It's honestly freeing. It's a pretty liberating experience. When you have this goal in mind and you're just working towards it, it doesn't really matter. If you're trying to build a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers and you know that you're probably gonna have to make, 3,000 videos, do you really care how many views the first video gets? Do you really care how many views the first 100 videos get? Now what I'm saying here is you're obviously gonna have to do a lot of work, but when it comes down to it, it just makes stuff easier. If you guys wanna make your life easier, just think about it long term. I mean, it's pretty simple. Now, I will say, you can't predict the future, so take all of your predictions with a grain of salt, obviously, right? Like, you don't know exactly what's gonna happen, but that's also something you gotta take into account. Like, people go about these things, like, expecting, like, everything's gonna stay the same for the rest of, like, this is not gonna happen. Like, things are gonna go crazy. But if you keep a big goal in mind, it makes it easier. And again, I apologize for this rant. I'm going all over the place. I'll try to tie it back again. A lot of you guys are probably in high school right now. You guys are probably, like, maybe you're a little bit younger, maybe you're a little bit older, but in terms of college, how I look at college is it's just 4 years. I mean, it's really not that much time, and I see so many people around me get so focused on college, and kids are just like, they're just tunnel vision into college. And then what happens is they get into college and they're like, they go through their classes and they get done with college and they have no idea what to do. I can tell you one thing, that is not gonna be me, and I really don't want that to be you. What you should really do going into college is see it as like a catalyst for whatever it is that you wanna do in your life. And the other thing I wanna say is a lot of you guys probably have no idea what you wanna do with your life. In fact, I have no idea what I wanna do with my life. But my piece of advice for that is just start somewhere. It doesn't really matter if you know what you want to do with your life or not. If you did, that'd be pretty impressive. But I can tell you, it's really not about knowing what you want to do with your life. It's about knowing something you might want to do with your life. Like, that's all you need to start. Like this high school thing that I've been talking about, which by the way, I'm gonna make more videos on soon. I've just been a little busy. I have no idea if this is what I want to do with my life or not. But it's something I might want to do with my life. And so I'm gonna start doing it. You know, like if things evolve into something else over time, there's not a problem with that. But the thing is, like, just follow a passion. It doesn't have to be the passion that you follow for the rest of your life. Like, just start somewhere. It doesn't even matter. Anyway, I've gotten a little sidetracked. I really don't want to make this video long because I don't really think it has to be. I mean, the takeaway are, first of all, write down your ideas on a whiteboard because it'll help you think about stuff. But just take a step back. Like, especially if you guys are just tied down in some social garbage right now. First of all, I understand, you know, it's not easy, but seriously, take a step back and just think about 5-10 years down the line. And like, I swear, it will make you feel better because you'll realize that, like, you're not even gonna remember some of this stuff. Like, seriously. Like, do you remember 90%, 95% of the social garbage that happened in middle school? Probably not. Like, I can probably remember, like, a handful of things. Like a handful of meaningful things. The rest of it is like completely gone. And that's not gonna change. Like, going forward, you're gonna remember 5 things from high school after you're done with college. Like, it's not gonna change. You forget stuff. And so really, my takeaway is even if you're trying to live a normal life, it just makes it easier. Just take a step back and just think about 5-10 years in the future. You don't have to be right about what the future is. Just stop worrying about what's going on right now. Like, seriously, the people I see that are just so, they're just so entrenched in like what's happening like right now, it doesn't matter. Like, it does not matter. Like, that's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any thoughts or anything, as always, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I love to hear what you guys have to say. I know this was kind of a rant, and I apologize if it wasn't super coherent, but I hope you guys got something from it. If anything, if you guys take away anything from this video, I swear, get a notepad on your phone. Like, they already have notes if you have an iPhone. Open it up, make it a new document, and every time you have some random idea, write it down. Because you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised what you'll think of, and I promise you won't regret it. But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have any ideas for Wizard 101 videos, as I said, I got this pretty gangster walkthrough that I'm gonna start. But aside from that, if you guys have any like one-off videos you think would be funny, let me know. I have a couple. But to be honest, it's hard to find stuff that I really enjoy making, so that's why I made this vlog today. But this weekend I'll be streaming and doing some other stuff like that, so that should be good. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, if you guys want more, be sure to subscribe, leave a like on this video, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.
I made a vow to change the game. Incomparable, we just ain't the same. I'm riding for a meaning, y'all just riding for the fame. Honestly, I'm thanking God for everything that I became. I could probably be like you, but I've always been different. Only writing music sober, you write only when you're lifted up. I know I'm gifted, but it wasn't given. That was in my room way before.